Yo,
Bro.
how we doing, guys? Week 3 with our high scorer Mario Piarulli, 200 points this week. Early, probably going to be the highest score of the year in one game. Didn't like where he was in the podcast rank in the power rankings. So a real step up game from him there.
Bro.
We're gonna start with the scoreboard. Scores from last week: 126 to 97. Mike Morano beats SHU's finest Ampanisi. 151, 121. Matt Casey beats Team Bot. Nation Joe Blaney beats the commish. Eric Fazio 119 to 102. Eric with poor managerial skills. Raheem Moses on the bench. Pretty good beating Remembering the Chubb 200.36 to 137. Even with Nick Chubb out though, a high score from Jason.
Yeah,
Gotta be looking up the rest of the year, showing some.
yeah. Team looks solid.
And last, Goon Corporations, Billy DeVella, who we'll have more on later on, beats Joey OD, who didn't see himself losing a game all year. Said it on the podcast last week, but he goes down right after.
May I ask, Mario, what did you Uber Eats?
Huh?
Did you Uber Eats?
Nah.
I-
Yeah.
All right. Today we got a new segment. It's called "Bringing in the Commish" to give his power rankings, and a deep understanding of why people are placed where they are, so no fights break out anymore.
Can't wait to hear this.
All right, so Commish, come on in.
What's going on, guys? It's very anticipated. We got a lot of smiles out here. A lot of people are excited to hear this. So let's start off the way we know how. Marco at 10. The least amount of points in
Well
the league.
deserved. Well deserved.
Marco has lost Mike Williams to an ACL tear. He's just doesn't answer in the chat, and hopefully he can make some trades, but it's a challenge, and I don't see him doing it.
Yeah.
Number 9, the other 0-3 team, Anthony Antoine. Is he alive? I mean, he doesn't answer anything. I'm trying to make a blockbuster, but no. I mean, he's got to make trades. I think he can be right there, but he's getting unlucky, kind of, versing some high scorers, even though he's playing pretty good. But right now, he can't be higher than 9.
The Garrett Wilson round 3 pick really screwed him over with Rodgers going down.
Number 8, a winner this week. Joe Blaney coming in at number 8. He is 2-1, but he's not good. He has the second lowest point total and the least amount of points against. The kid won't trade for his life, and he's got a tough road to the playoffs unless he does something, unless he keeps getting lucky, which he knows how to do somehow. Number 7, he joins us today. It is Jason Vitale. I see a lot of bad luck. He's got a very solid team, back-to-back losses, and he loses Nick Chubb, comes in at 7. He has the most points against. I have a lot of confidence that he will get it together and make a push going forward. And guys, this is insane. You guys are never going to believe this. Coming in at number 6, we got myself.
Wow. Wow.
Nothing much to say. I am not the 6th best team in this league, but I feel as it is my responsibility to admit when things are going wrong. I've made a lot of bad decisions so far this year, and I feel as it is completely my fault. The players are showing up every week, and I don't know what to do.
Kid stressing.
It hurts me, but I will be studying heavily going forward, and I will be on the top within the next 3 weeks. Mark my words. Number 5, our other co-host, Michael Morano.
Cracking the top 5 for the first time feels good.
There you go.
He has been playing good, but I'm not sure if I could say he's fully legit yet.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's where I
Has
would have
lots
put
of
myself.
talent. And I know he's fully invested in this league, and I believe he will continue to prove that he is one of the best managers out there.
Yeah, I had a bad year last year, and I feel like that should bring me down in my
Oh.
ranking.
Number 4, he also joins us today. It is Matthew Casey. He is 1-2, but he's got one of the best teams in the league. Like some others, he's faced high scores and had two brutal losses. But I think that by the end he will be a top team, and that he's constantly working the phone to see who's available from other managers.
That's
Number
what I
3.
love about him.
Yep. Number 3. Wait, Mike, why are we spending so much?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Number 3, we got our last week's number 1, Joey. Big question mark in Joe Burrow becoming his normal self, but he was benched this week, but it didn't really matter. His top receivers will continue to keep him afloat in this league and keep him near the top.
All right,
Number
next
2.
segment. Next segment.
Hey, whoa.
Number 2. He will be mad to hear that it is Billy. He's proving a lot of haters
Wow.
wrong. In what was said of robbery, he got 2 key pieces of his team from a struggling Josh Jacobs. Not hard to see that his fantasy intelligence is off the charts. As everyone said, he got robbed, but looks like he knows what he's doing. And the dreaded number 1 team for this week has to go to Mario. Keenan and Devontae shattered records, although he has scored 200. I don't see him ever doing that again. But when Eckler comes back, I don't think Herbert and Keenan will produce the way they are right now. He has the top team right now, but I don't see him staying one for a long period of time.
He's gonna like that though. Number 1 in the rankings.
What do we think, Mario?
I'm happy.
I still smell some hating going on. That's all I'm saying.
It's
Thank you.
facts.
Thank you, Commissioner, for joining us and putting time aside on your day to give us your rankings and
A lot of
go.
laughing in that next segment.
Well, as you see, we got our top scorer here. Broke 200. Of course, I went against him. There's really not much you can do. His team balled out. He had 2 quarterbacks playing out there, and they're on the same team, so I don't know how that's possible, but whatever. It seems like the Vikings just don't know how to play football anymore. I mean, great week. Not much you can do. I was happy how my team performs. It said I couldn't get out of there with a win, but you gotta get a little tip of the cap when your opponent scores 200. When especially as RB1 put up 7 points. So tip of the cap. We got a few questions. First is I want to know how you feel when you saw that 200 number, that big 200. What went through your mind?
Just felt normal.
All right.
Something light. You know what I mean? All the
300 next
haters
week?
are talking last week, especially that the power ranking committee over there. What was the team manager? What's his team name?
Bad tee shot.
Eric. What's his name? Bad T Shot.
Bad tee shot.
I don't know. A lot of
It's a
stuff was
mish to
coming
you.
out of that general manager's mouth last week. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, it felt pretty good. 200 points. Call me 200 point Mario from now on. All right, Mr. Bad T Shot.
I want to ask, did you call up your players and say that you guys were being disrespected in the power rankings?
100%.
That's
I
what
had
it was
I had a pep talk before the week and everything.
I have a question.
What's up?
Would you trade Keenan Allen for Justin Jefferson right now?
Ooh, no comment.
You wouldn't.
Speaking of Keenan Allen, he's the best guy in the league when it comes to throwing the ball and having the last name Allen. What do you think about him?
True or false? True or false?
True.
True.
I
Bro, I looked away from the screen and it was like Mike Williams walks into the end zone and I looked up fantasy and I was like, Justin Herbert's points didn't go up. Like, what happened? And then I looked down and Keenan Allen has like 40 points and I'm like, what happened? Like his
I was
points
screaming.
his points just kept going up.
I was screaming at my TV.
Yeah, Keenan Allen's proven to be dual threat.
I need Austin Eckler back. It is
Well, now it doesn't matter.
No, you're just so full of yourself.
Keenan was putting up those
I don't
points
want you on
with
this
Eckler there.
podcast ever again.
That's gonna be hard to. I don't know.
All right, next. It meant nothing, but Devontae Adams balled out for you. How does it feel that he put up another 40 piece?
That one feels. It feels like it's coming back to everything's coming back to him. He's had a rough
Well, his
start.
guy's hurt
20
now.
points. It wasn't really a rough start, but it wasn't his normal self of just scoring 20, you know. But I was being asked all week for me to trade him, and I felt the necessity to keep him on my team instead of trading him for Mr. Bijan Robinson. I'll just throw that one out there. But
It's a good no trade.
decided to keep him, and he put up 40 as I expected.
Yeah, rumors about this week involving Herbert and Pollard in a trade. You shut those down pretty quick. Thoughts on that?
I really like I love TP.
Yeah, I
Love
do.
him. Love him to death. After this week though, I don't know. Herbert now might have to stay on the same team for the season. Devontae's still up in the air. I'll keep that. I'll throw that in the air.
Wow.
What about Purdy good? Is he ever going to find the field?
Pretty good. He might. He was gonna see the field this week, honestly, if TP was heading to my team, but
That's fair.
unfortunately the trade fell through.
That's okay though. I feel like both teams are happy with who they kept there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go disappointments, ballers. Let's start with how Derrick Henry had 20 rushing yards. I mean, when you're like a tank of a man, I feel like you got to go for more than 20 yards. How many? I need a stat check on how many carries he had.
He had
I think it was
11.
19 or 11, so yeah, something like that.
11?
Yeah, 11 for
That's
20.
horrendous. Under 2 yards per carry.
Yeah. Let's talk about under 2 yards per carry. That boy Brees Hall talks the most shit, but can't run the ball.
Nope.
That team's embarrassing.
Yeah, it pains me.
Reports came out that Mario was actually looking at Brees Hall. Is that true?
The rumors are true.
Wow.
But
oh,
and if we really want to talk about it, I would have gotten completely smoked in that trade if it went through. I would have given up. Let me think. Who was I giving up? I was giving up Keenan. Keenan would have left my team. I was giving up Saquon. Saquon's hurt right now, but he'll be back. He'll be back in the next 2 weeks.
yeah, that's wild for just Brees Hall. That's
Yeah.
that would be
Well, it
buying
was Brees.
really
It was
high.
at the time. At the time, it was Brees Hall and somebody else. I forgot who it was, but I was really looking at Brees because he wouldn't give up Jacobs. But then Jacobs went to our buddy over there at Matt Casey for the free. So
Well, clearly you won the trade, honestly.
Yeah.
yeah. Now looking back, he won it. Yeah. I
Those
still
two-
feel like Josh is gonna turn up though.
Those two trades happened just hours apart, and me and Jay's blockbuster that took the
Fair.
headlines, but Kenneth Walker's really been something special since that trade.
I mean, let's talk about good running backs. Kenneth Walker is a dog,
Dog.
and the Seahawks are legit. Putting up that many points. Yeah, they're making a run. I'm sorry, read the chat while we're doing this. I lost my thought.
You can speak out loud. It's
Week
all
2
right.
disappointments. We got
Josh
Dalton.
Kelly.
All right, Joshua
Josh
Kelly.
Kelly.
Bro, it's your second time playing him. He hasn't done anything.
Mm.
That's why his disappointment.
All right, what do you want to tell us about Joshua Kelly? Oh wait, we got a bunch for you. We got Calvin Ridley. Who else we got there for you?
Woo!
That's it right now.
Woo! What's going on with Calvin?
All I know is the number one team in this league wanted Calvin Ridley. So
Hey. Wanted. Keyword wanted.
And we
Yeah.
got D Hop. He had a bad game.
Yeah,
T. Higgins.
I'm D-Hop.
not
I like
great. 3 catches for 48 yards is not what you want from a starting receiver.
Yeah,
Luckily for me,
he doesn't have a good quarterback.
yeah. And that'll come into
who is
consideration.
it? Tannehill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll definitely come into consideration for me when it comes to setting my lineup. Brandon Ayuk was out this week with injury. Hopefully we get him back next week and D-Hop will probably move to the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, another disappointment. The Broncos defense.
Oh,
They had a kick return touchdown and they dropped -6 points fantasy wise because they gave up fucking 70.
yeah, that's wild. 70 points is crazy.
70
What is the most points ever scored in by one team in a game?
He gets 72.
Yeah,
70.
and Miami passed up on it.
They
That's what I thought. It was like they kneeled instead.
yeah, but
Week 2.
speaking of Miami, we got some week 2 ballers. They're running backs.
No, we're not skipping over. We're not skipping over Brees Hall and Dalvin Cook as a
We
back.
talked about Brees Hall already.
I like that.
The
No,
Jets as a
we
whole.
gotta talk about
can
him
talk-
again.
yeah, let's talk
because
about the whole team.
disappointment.
Yeah.
Did they
Let's
get
talk about Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson, I think his time in New York is done. They're already replacing him with Trevor Siemian. And if you're getting replaced by Trevor Siemian, that's how you know you've hit rock bottom.
Jason made a good point. Go after Minshew Magic.
Yeah, I would be thrilled with that. He beat the Ravens this week. Ravens have
Minshew's the guy going forward.
who's the guy going forward?
Minshew Magic.
Yeah.
How about Kirk Cousins too?
Yeah, if they continue to struggle, I've been saying this. I'm completely open to trading for Kirk Cousins, but he has a no trade clause that I don't think he would waive to leave Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson might get up out of there too.
Justin Jefferson might get out of Anthony's team soon. Just saying that.
Oh,
Yeah, Ransom Gold.
for real?
If Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins become available and on the Jets, I'd trade every single draft pick we have for the next couple of years to go get both
The
of them.
Jets are cursed, bro. The Jets are cursed. No one wants to go to the Jets.
Yeah,
ruined
I agree.
careers. You ruin careers.
We do. But eventually
Remember
it's gotta,
Le'Veon Bell? Where's poor Le'Veon Bell, bro? Now he's a boxer.
he did that to himself. He sat out a year in Pittsburgh. He did that to himself.
Who else? Who else? Sam Darnold.
He never really had a
Better than
career.
Zach Wilson.
Right here.
He is better than Zach Wilson.
Do you know who
Yes.
was better? Who was that guy who played when we were there?
Chris Strevler.
Chris Strevler. Strevler's season.
Yo, he was elite. They gotta bring him back.
The fact that we were cheering about him, he couldn't throw an accurate ball 30 yards down the field. And the crowd was going hype for him just because they were so tired of looking at Zach Wilson under center.
Yeah, that's huge.
Let's talk about the hometown hero, Manhurts. I don't know why, but
Should have had a
he almost-
touchdown
he
this
almost
week.
caught a touchdown.
Should have put on for the Spellman Pilots, but he didn't. He sold.
Rostered in 0% of leagues.
All right, week 2 ballers. I see my list. I got a couple dogs here. I got Lamar, Madison. Yeah, stop talking shit on Madison, bro. He is the real deal. 19 points. Come on, I take that all day.
It took a trade for Cam Akers, who is 25 years old and hasn't.
He can't hold on to the ball. He can't hold on to the ball. They got so bailed out on that call.
They
Yeah,
did. He
DK
fumbled
Metcalf.
like badly.
We got DK. I guess they only could throw to him in the first half because he had so many points in the first half, and then just went away.
I mean that's a good halftime adjustment.
Travis Kelce, I love him to death. I just can't do it with him and Taylor Swift. I really can't. You know,
What's the T Swift slander?
Yeah,
he's
what's
way
with
too
the hate?
good for
Send
this.
him my
bro.
way. Send him my way.
He's
You
way
think
too
he's too
good.
good for Swift?
He's way
Got
too
Swift
good
on
for
this
Taylor
team.
Swift, bro. She's so problematic. It's gonna fuck with his football playing, bro.
I mean, he balled out in front of her.
Problematic, you think?
Yeah, she's so
He's-
problematic.
I
I don't
think
know
T
about
Swift
you.
is a good little
but I'm feeling
Bro.
22.
No, bro. Any little inconvenience, she's writing a song about someone, bro.
Yeah.
It's horrible. He's got no time for
Brutal.
this. I honestly rather Jackson Mahomes in the box with Donnie
That-
Kelsey
That's a little
than
bit.
Taylor Swift. I can't,
That deserves
bro. She just
the
brings so much
punishment.
views, bro. Like, and I don't want to scroll on ESPN and see Taylor Swift. No, I want to see football highlights.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
NFL post. You saw NFL just posted them like nonstop. Like he posted her like
Bro.
24 times.
All right, enough with the Taylor Swift talk. She's getting too much
Bro.
hate. Going back to the ballers, Zach Moss. If you go back to last week,
Dog.
we go back to the podcast last week. I said start him. That's my start of the week. What did he do? Balled out.
Dog. And will continue to be a dog.
Yep, I like it. I'm a big fan of Zach Moss. I was looking in the waiver wires to try and pick him up. Couldn't get him.
We had a little conversation about that one.
Yeah, we did. We did. But that's just where general manager relationships come into play. I said, you're going after him, I won't go after him. And that could come into future considerations when it comes to trade talk.
Trade talks.
Good
connections.
reputation between the two GMs that's what you want when you want to make a trade.
Not like that bad T-shot guy over there. I don't even want to look at his team.
Damn.
All right.
Can we get a I was told there was gonna be an explanation for the rankings from last week.
That was never said.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he was just saying he was going to explain the rankings for this week.
Yeah, because you had a problem last week. That's why. That's
That's
why I'm on the podcast right now.
I don't think you'll have a problem with it this week, ranked in the #1 spot.
I could be on some important trade talks, but I got to be on the podcast, showing up for the fans.
with SHU's finest.
I mean, if you're in trade talks with him, you'll get it. You could still be on the podcast and be in trade talks. You just send it back and you'll get a reply in 5 to 7 business days.
No,
I would just like to point
3
out.
weeks.
I would love to point out in this podcast that I texted Marco earlier when the whole thing we were talking about earlier about how people don't aren't interested in this league. Kid texted me back once and hasn't texted me back since.
And that just proves your point right there.
Kid needs to go.
Yeah, I agree.
We have 5 guys in this meeting right now. Matt, Mario, Jason, Eric, Mike. Billy would be in here if he wasn't at school, little boy in high school.
Joey joined for a little.
Joe, and there you go. There's your 7 right there. That you'll get an answer from him when talking trades. The other 5 to 7 business days, you'll get a response.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they have Wi-Fi in Providence. That's why.
That's
All right, let's do. I can't be talking anymore. I feel horrible, sniffling and everything. Let's do. What do we usually start with? The NFL? No, we start with fantasy picks, right?
we go fantasy picks.
All right, you want to take us away?
Yeah. So we got the 2. It's a co-host battle next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
You wanna protest and just mention all our players?
There's
There's a couple big matchups next week.
There's actually 2 big matchups coming up, guys.
Oh wow. I mean,
Uh-oh.
and Matt and Billy. So
very big matchups coming.
all right. So who we got in the pick? Me and Jason. I'm gonna go with me. Jay's gonna go with himself.
You guys
think it's
have
gonna
to
be
answer.
close. I like a close matchup.
Yeah.
Waddle comes back. He gets a little more cushion on those wide receivers.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
You're gonna have the opportunity on Monday night to clutch up with DK Metcalf. So
DK's a dog.
I'll be sweating it out.
Yeah.
So we got Mario versus Eric. Who are we going with, Jay? We know what they're gonna say about this.
I don't know. I feel like after 200 point, it's either like or like still, you know.
I don't think it's gonna be 200 again,
I don't
but
know.
after 200, I feel like you gotta just ride
Well,
the.
honestly, all it depends on Chargers playing the Raiders. You know,
That's due for a big game. I say.
I don't know. The
Him
Raiders
and
really
Devontae matchup.
yeah. I didn't think about that.
At, no hard feelings here for with Eric, but after 200 points, I'm gonna ride the hot hand and take Mario in this matchup.
Even though I don't want him to win, I probably would agree. I don't want him to win though.
Yeah,
The players heard that, guys. Just want to let you guys know. We're coming for fucking vengeance.
uh,
I just put
Matt-
in a call to Saquon, and
is
he gave
Saquon
me
coming
some
back?
good. He gave me good news. He said he's feeling better.
Oh,
It's good to hear.
Slight chance he might miss, but he's feeling like he's gonna suit up this week.
He's got the extra rest day too with the Monday night game.
Yep.
Matt versus Billy, big high scoring matchup. That really could
I
go
think
either way.
I got Matt. I got Matt in this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Matt too. I feel like he's just due for a win. He's gotten unlucky a couple
Matt
times.
is very due. I think Billy's on the downfall. No disrespect.
You know how we have games in the NFL that put on Thursday night because they're the bad games. Last year we had Jaguars Jets on Thursday night. Anthony versus Marco. Not gonna be paying attention to that game at all.
KC was not that bad.
Anthony's gonna
Yeah.
blow him out the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Anthony. I just feel like with Jefferson, he could have a big game at any time. So
Jefferson can go off with 3 passes. That's all
and
it
then
takes.
Blaney versus Joey. Feel like it's gonna be unanimous pick here. We're all gonna be taking Joey.
I
Yeah.
like Joey, but we also liked Eric last week.
That's fair. But I mean,
You
if
never know.
Eric's bench outscored Blaney's starters, so just
Very true.
which is why Eric kindly placed himself at 6 in the power rankings.
Is that it? Is it
Very
NFL now?
lucky
Yeah.
person.
We're in NFL.
All right. Starting off our Thursday game. You got the Lions, Packers. I don't know.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Division
I'm a
game.
Packers guy. I'm a Packers guy. We'll go Packers.
yeah. Where is this game?
Lambo.
Lions on the road.
I'm taking the
Lions.
Packers.
I like Lions.
Then we got international. Where are they? Germany?
London.
No idea. London, I think. Yeah.
Falcons, Jaguars. I feel like it's always the Falcons. Like they're always in the game. Or the Jaguars. I'm gonna go Falcons.
I
Jaguars are
like
boring.
Jaguars.
Trevor Lawrence looks horrendous.
Yeah, but he's so talented. I'm gonna take a Jaguars bounce back.
Yeah, Zach Wilson's talented too, right?
No, he has arm talent. There's a big
Remember that BYU pro day?
exactly
remember.
arm talent. He can't read a defense, and there were at least 2 or 3 times where he just instead of getting rid of the ball, he just sat down on the ground and took a sack. It doesn't make any sense to me.
All right, we got Dolphins Bills, great game. I think
That's your
Flex.
game of the week.
that should be flexed into prime time because no one wants to watch the Chiefs Jets. Let's be honest.
What do you think the spread's going to be in that game? 30.5?
For what?
Chiefs Jets.
It's
It's
not.
9.5. It's 9.5 right now.
I'm just not gonna place any bets.
Yeah,
And
all right.
have them get taken out before the fourth quarter.
I hope Hard Rock Sportsbook opens soon so I can get back into the action.
Mm,
Just waiting for the call.
Yeah. In those 2 games, I'm gonna take Bills and Chiefs.
Who'd
No,
Bills play?
yeah, I'll
Dolphins.
take the Bills too. I feel like the Dolphins are too happy. You know?
And the game's in Buffalo.
Whatever.
I like the Dolphins.
They got Broncos, Bears, Caleb Williams Bowl. I don't even know. I think they
This is
both lose.
Tie. We'll take a tie.
I'll take a tie too.
If I have to pick somebody, though, I'll go with I mean, I would normally say the Broncos, but they gave up 70 points last week.
Yeah. We got Ravens Browns. I think this could be a good game too. I'm gonna go Ravens.
I'm gonna go Cleveland.
I
Mario.
like I think Cleveland pulls it out.
There you go. Steelers Texans. Steelers just find a way to win. I don't even know.
Mike Tomlin is top 3 coach in the NFL.
Wait, Eric,
What?
can I get like how you feel about that Steelers win?
No comment.
No comment.
Believe it or not, I'm actually in trade talks with Joseph Blaney right now.
Oh,
Wow.
He just feels
rumors
he's on
have
the chopping block
arose.
leaving the league. That's why he's texting you. All right, then we got Vikings Panthers.
Panthers.
The Vikings gotta win a game soon.
Yeah.
Panthers.
The Vikings have had too many 1-possession losses. They're gonna
Viking.
catch one eventually.
What's his name's gonna go off?
Andy Dalton.
Rams, Colts. I don't
Uh,
know.
Rams.
I like the Colts, honestly.
Colts are nice. Is Anthony Richardson back?
I don't know. Yeah, it was a concussion, so I think he's back.
I'm gonna take the Rams.
Zach Moss is a dog, so I'm going with the Colts.
Fair enough.
Buccaneers, Saints.
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 Bucks.
I'm gonna go Bucks. Go Bucks here.
Yeah. Commanders and Eagles.
I like the Eagles, of course. They're just so good.
Eagles are just. The Eagles look like they suck, but then
They just
they're
they
they're
find
just
a
like
way.
yeah, they just win.
Jalen Hurts had the flu last night.
Jesus Christ.
Bengals, Titans, Bengals. I feel like they got it going now.
Bengals are starting to go.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase is finding his rhythm.
Burrow, huge question mark for me. He doesn't look good.
Yeah, he's
He
hurt
does
though.
not.
A lot of easy throws.
We got Packers, Raiders, Chargers. I think the Chargers win again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chargers
yeah.
should take this one home. I'm expecting high scoring. Chargers defense isn't good. Devontae is a monster.
Patriots, Cowboys. Give me the Patriots on this one. When it rains,
Patriots, Cowboys.
when it rains,
Where is it? Is it in
It's in Dallas.
Dallas.
no.
I'm gonna take Dallas, but I'm gonna take I'm also gonna take New England +7.
Yeah.
I think Dallas blows them out.
Cardinals, Niners. See what the
Niners.
Cardinals do, but the Niners.
Yeah,
Too
they're not
good.
gonna lose to the Niners.
Chiefs, Jets. I got the Jets.
Good one.
Then we got our Monday night game, the Seahawks, Giants. Premium Seahawks. I can't even believe that the Giants are favorites.
Yeah, give me the Hawks on the road.
Yeah. It's horrible.
Give me Danny Dimes.
I wish I
Saquon's back,
this
baby.
game. Oh, wait. No, I'm not hoping this game.
Saquon's back.
I'm still gonna take
That's-
Seattle on the road. I don't care about. I think Saquon's gonna have a good game, but Seattle on the road.
Saquon's going for 4 touchdowns.
All right.
I'll
Starts
probably give up 4.
Mike, who's your start?
My start this week, Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Had a big touchdown last week. Their Dolphins
Now,
offense is so good that the Bills offense is gonna have to match them, and they're gonna need Gabe Davis to do that.
Yeah, fair. My start is gonna be Tyler Lockett. Primetime Lockett. Saw what he can do last week. Why not him, you know?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Mario?
I don't know. I don't have one. I didn't
Alright.
look into it.
All right, sits. But Eric, you want to
Or-
start? Want to start at sit?
Well, I want to do a start first.
All right, yeah.
Start Garrett Wilson this week, guys.
Ooh.
All right.
I think that's a bad take, but
I can't start him with Zach Wilson at quarterback, man. We saw it against Dallas. He's too reliant on the big play to put up fantasy numbers.
I like a Kyle Pitts start this week.
Okay.
My sit of the week, guys, is gonna be Zay Flowers.
Hmm.
All right. Sit, Mike.
My sit, Jaguars receivers.
Oh,
Guys,
all
guys, Anthony just answered, guys. Just wanted to say Anthony just answered.
Oh, he came out of hibernation.
my sit of the week is gonna be I actually have two. I have two sits. I got Raheem Mostert. I feel like the magic's done, and this a shiny guy is a dog.
He has a dog.
And Mike Evans. I feel like he just can't keep his cool in situations with the Saints. And it's a recipe for disaster.
Well, I'm gonna be starting a guy against you this week that you told me to sit. So I'm gonna get him up on the phone, tell him.
Oh yeah, he's gonna crack me now. So
I'll tell him what you said about him. He'll be on his best.
he watches a podcast, right? So
He probably does. Yeah. I'll make sure he'll be on his best behavior against Marshawn Lattimore.
yeah. Is that it? I feel like
Yeah.
we're missing a piece.
No, that should be good. We're down at 2:55 remaining for the meeting. This one went smooth.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're lagging out. Is he lagging for you guys?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Mario, for joining us. I
My
hope to
pleasure,
never
my
see you
pleasure.
ever again on this podcast.
I love that's just motivation.
Oh,
Feels
yeah.
so fire.
Yeah. But it was a pleasure. Thank you, Eric, also for joining us, Commissioner.
Thank you all for
Yeah.
joining.
Oh, we have some trades that we didn't talk about
Do we?
What
Well,
trades?
throughout the week last week.
All right.
We had Amari Cooper for Miles Sanders, right? That's what it was.
Yep.
We had
And I flipped Sanders for Kirk Cousins.
Bear.
I needed a quarterback upgrade.
We got I forgot what my trade was. Running out of time. I'm sorry. What was it? Oh, it's like Gabe Davis and Anthony Dillon, I think, for Pacheco.
Solid
Give me
trade.
that all day. I feel like there's one more, but I don't remember.
Yeah. We're running out of time and I can't think of
All
the trades.
We'll see you guys. Hopefully, we post another video in the next couple hours about corruption throughout the league. We got to sort it out.
Yeah, corruption throughout the league, possible suspension upcoming.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
All right. So, thank you guys for joining us. See you next week.
Should be hearing from us shortly.
See everybody next week.